Hello, welcome. Thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Ashley. For those of you who don't know, I've lost 80 pounds by just changing my life in like small ways, just making healthy changes, and I want to share some tips and tricks. Okay, so this video is all about binge eating. So I struggled with binge eating for a really long time. I have been doing awesome overcoming it, but you know what? Sometimes things happen and there are slip-ups, so I want you guys to know just ahead of time before I get into the video, if you are someone that struggles with binge eating or someone who has overcame binge eating, it is okay. Sometimes slip-ups come up, but I am going to talk about what you can do to avoid slip-ups or how to recover from one. Okay, so before I even eat, I like to, have you ever heard the phrase like, leave it at the door? Like, leave your problems all at the door. So when I eat, I like to use that phrase, but I like to think, okay, before I sit down in front of this meal, I'm leaving everything at the door. I'm not bringing it to the table with me. I sit down at the table and I close my eyes and I envision kind of like a bubble. Okay, just this bubble around me. Right now, it is only me and this plate. That is the only thing I need to think about right now. Okay, because how many times are you eating something and you're just woofing it down and you're thinking about everything in your head? You're thinking about a conversation you had with someone. You're anticipating a conversation with somebody. You're thinking about everything that happened during the day, or you're maybe anxious about something coming up. You're eating and you're thinking about that. Okay, so you guys have heard of mindfulness before? That is just living in the moment, being mindful of what's going on right in front of you. So when I eat, I like to envision that bubble. Like, I don't care what happened right now, it is only me and this plate of food. Okay? So it's just like putting everything away, all of your troubles aside, because right now, while we're enjoying this food, we don't need to think about that. You can think about that in 5 minutes from now, 10 minutes from now. You don't need to think about it right now, okay? Notice how I said when I sit at the table. I think sitting at the table while eating is so important, because how many times have you sat on the couch and watched TV, or laid in bed and snacked and watched Netflix, or you're on FaceTime eating, or you're driving and eating. Because when you're doing all of those things, you're focusing on everything but what you're eating. Okay, so it's so easy to just watch something and eat something and then realize I'm still hungry. How many times have you watched something while eating and then be like, I'm so hungry, you go up to get something else? It's because your mind was only focusing on the TV and not fulfilling your hunger. So I like to always sit at the table when I eat and put all my troubles aside. It's just me and this food right now. This is the only thing I need to focus on. I like to close my eyes when I eat. This isn't for everybody. If I go out to eat, no, I'm not closing my eyes and just like silently eating there. But when I am at home, I really do like to close my eyes. Please, if this is not safe for you and you think you might choke, do not try this. Okay, so I close my eyes and I take a bite. And in that bite, I try to taste all of the ingredients. I'm like, what can I taste in this bite? For an example, let's use a Cliff Bar. I love the Cliff Bars. I think it's the trail mix one, the sweet and salty, so yummy. I take a bite and I'm like, okay, there's nuts. Can I taste what nuts? Can I taste that's a peanut, a walnut, a pecan? And then I'm like, I can taste the raisin, the chocolate chips, like, I feel crunch. What did I just crunch on? Was it a nut? Was it a chocolate chip? Like, I really try to get all the ingredients. Where is this sourced from? Can I imagine where all this is grown from? Because I eat a plant-based diet, so all of my food is made out of plants. So I try to pinpoint, where was this grown? Did it come out of the ground? Did it come from a tree? I really try to pinpoint that. Another thing is you can slowly count while you chew. And try and I don't want to say try and aim for a certain amount of seconds, because it obviously depends on what you're eating, but take a bite and notice how many seconds it takes to chew that bite, and then take another bite. Did it take the same amount of seconds? Did it take longer to chew that? Like really just focus on what you are eating. Another thing that really helps me with the binge eating is gratitude. So when I'm eating my food, I like to say, I am so grateful for this food. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to just get in my car and go to the grocery store. You know how many people like don't have access to that? They don't have access to a grocery store. They don't have access to a car. Some people have to stand and wait in the freezing cold for a bus just to go to the grocery store and then haul these groceries. So, it's like really just being grateful. So when I'm eating, I'm like, I'm so grateful for the food, for the opportunity to have this. And to me, like that just brings me down to mindfulness and where I am and where my food comes from and how lucky I am to have access to this food. Another piece of advice I'd like to offer for if you're struggling with binge eating is doubling your intake in water. Let's say you just ate and you're still really hungry. So you're like, well, what can I do to prevent this hunger? You can drink a whole water bottle and then see if you're still hungry after that. This is situational. I don't want you to be skipping meals and, be like, I'll just have a water bottle instead. That will, fulfill my hunger. No. If you already ate something and, you see yourself reaching for more, try reaching for a water bottle. I know it can be hard in the moment, especially if you're like, I just had salty and now I need sweet, and then you have your sweet and you're like, well, now I need salty again. And it's just never ending cycle, because trust me, I've been there and I feel the struggle. But definitely like drinking water can fill you up, and that really gets you to be like, okay, am I actually hungry, or am I bored, or did something trigger me? So once again, like circle back. If you find yourself going snack after snack after snack, if you're in a current binge at the moment, try sitting at the table, closing your eyes, taking small bites, because when you close your eyes and you use all your senses, like you smell your food, you taste your food, you hear the crunch, like you can feel the texture, the creaminess, like when you use all your senses, you are mindful, you are aware of what's going on. So you are in tune with your body and can listen to your body when your body is full. I feel like if I'm watching TV and I eat, I can go plate after plate after plate after plate. Versus if I'm sitting at the table and I'm, mindful and I am taking small bites, counting my bites, really using all my senses, I get full after half a plate because I'm listening to my body. Okay, I'm actually full. And if your eyes are closed, you don't see how much is left on your plate, opposed to like I know of times where, I was full, but I still finished the plate because there was still some left, versus when your eyes are closed, you don't know what is left. So I'm full, my body is full, I can stop now. Let me know if any of these tips resonated with you. Try them out. Please let me know if these helped you, or if you have any other suggestions. Please comment below. I make other videos on TikTok about this, so go ahead and follow my TikTok at Ashley Mojo, and I would love to hear from you guys. Bye.